everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel again, and today we are making the Goan Prawn Chilly Fry. It's one of my favorite dishes in prawns, so I thought I'm going to share this with you. If you're watching here for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe. So let us begin. To begin with, we are using about 200 grams of prawns. These are big king prawns which have been cleaned, peeled and deveined. And to begin with, we have to start by marinating the prawns. So we use about 1 teaspoon of salt, and then we use 1 teaspoon of turmeric. So you use salt, then 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and we also use 1 teaspoon of chili powder. So you use 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of turmeric and chili powder, and we also add the juice of half a lemon. So this is half a lemon, we just squeeze it into it. So you just squeeze the juice of half a lemon into it, and then basically you give it all a good mix. So to these prawns we also add 1 teaspoon of ginger, ginger paste, and 1 teaspoon of garlic paste. I like to marinate it with ginger garlic paste basically, so you can just use as much as you like, but I just use 1 teaspoon of ginger paste and 1 teaspoon of garlic paste as well, in addition to our powdered spices, and then you just give it a good mix. So once the prawns have been marinated well with all the spices that we just mentioned, we keep it aside for about 20 minutes. Just keep it aside to, let the spices get into the prawns. So we'll just keep these aside. And then we need a few ingredients which are as follows. You just need to cut these all up. So we have 1 onion which has been chopped. A large onion, you can use 2 if you're using a smaller one. Then we have a tomato that has been chopped as well. We have 2 green chillies that have been sliced, and you have some freshly chopped coriander and 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. So you just cut the garlic really fine. So chop the garlic really fine, and these are the simple ingredients that you need. So then we heat a pan, and to that we add oil. So we'll say about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Basically add the oil, and once the oil has heated up, you just let the oil heat up well.
So once the oil heats up well, we add the marinated prawns to the oil. Just add all the prawns to the heated oil and then fry them well. They need to cook well, so you just give them a good mix in the pan. Make sure to cook them on both sides. Prawns cook really quick, so it won't take long. Just make sure that they're well cooked on both sides. So once the prawns are well cooked, you can see they've changed the color and they are now ready to be taken off from the flame. Just transfer it into another vessel. So basically just remove the prawns and transfer it into another vessel. Then we place the same pan on the flame again, and this time you have to add some more oil, but you don't need much oil because there is already oil in the pan. So you add about another 1 tablespoon or lesser of oil to the pan, and then add the chopped garlic. So then you add your chopped garlic and give it a good mix. The garlic smells really lovely. It's released all its aromas. At this stage, we now add our chopped green chilies to the garlic and give it a good mix again. So once the green chilies have been well sauteed, we add the onions to the pan. So you add your chopped onions and then saute the onions well as well. Give it a good mix. So let the onions cook well. Here we are using one large onion, but if you're using smaller onions, you can use 2 onions, that would be better. And basically make sure that your onions are well cooked. They should be nice and soft. So cook till the onions have softened. So once the onions have softened, we then add the tomatoes to the pan, and you have to give it a good mix again so that the tomatoes cook well as well. So once the onions and the tomatoes are well cooked, then we add the prawns that we had previously fried. So you just add the fried prawns to this mixture that we have in the pan, and after that you just give it a good mix again. So at this stage, if needed, you can also add more salt. We have checked on it and we do not think this needs extra salt, so we will not be adding any salt. But if you need extra, you can just add some salt as per your preference here. Then we add some freshly chopped coriander and give it a good mix again. Just leave it on the flame for a couple of minutes, just to make sure that the flavor from the coriander also gets into the prawns. And it's almost done now. And then you put the flame off and your prawn chili is ready. All you got to do now is dish it up into a dish and garnish with some more freshly chopped coriander. It's absolutely yummy, tasty, and most importantly, it's easy to make. Thank you so much for watching my video till the end. Please don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Bye!